Welcome back, everybody. On this episode, we're going to answer a few questions regards to strength and conditioning. Namely, what do we mean by the term strength and conditioning? Who might need to do strength and conditioning? And when to fit strength and conditioning into your week or around your climbing. To begin with, what is strength and conditioning? I consider strength and conditioning to be any supplemental training that will aid us in climbing more or increase our resilience to injury. This may include boosting our physical ability, such as our strength, endurance, flexibility, or mobility, or simply making us strong enough to handle the stresses that we're going to put ourselves under as climbers. Strength and conditioning sessions themselves might involve something such as off-the-wall resistance training, climbing drills on the wall to improve our strength or endurance, or simple floor-based core and flexibility work. And on to who might consider strength conditioning. If we return to my first episode on self-coaching, and we're making the assumption that is our physical ability that is lacking, then adding some strength conditioning into our training could be one way we test this out in an attempt to reach our goals. The second reason would be to assist anyone approaching an increase in volume or climbing intensity, which could be due to a trip, competition, or the start of a climbing season, especially when we begin to return to the indoors and we realise the amount of activity we're doing within a short space of time is higher than standard. Taking a little time out to help us progress into that volume while having some other benefits such as increasing shoulder strength, hip mobility and so on would not go to waste. And lastly, where to place strength conditioning amongst our usual climbing routines. To begin with, strength conditioning is supplemental training. And just like a dietary supplement cannot be a replacement for a meal, strength and conditioning should not be a replacement for the act of climbing itself. At some point, we're going to have to take those physical gains and use them to practice the sport of climbing. That being said, if we were to take a portion of our normal climbing volume and swap in some strength conditioning work, we would want to do this as part of a strength conditioning phase where we could keep it completely separate from our climbing. Or by doing it as part of our session, where we could include it as part of our warm-up to aid our climbing within that session, or as part of a cool-down to assist us in our recovery. But remember, our goal is to improve our climbing. So whatever changes we make to our sessions at some point, we need to make sure the adaptations are specific to our goals and specific to the needs of our sport. I'd also like to point out that any additional training we undertake will initially make us feel more fatigued. Being aware of this when we program our training plans or climbing sessions will be beneficial in ensuring we don't receive overtraining injuries. Thank you for watching. If you would like to get in touch, you can do so on Instagram @NotsClimbCoach or visit our website rockfaceadventures.com, where we offer online courses to help you gain an understanding of self-coaching as well as training for climbing. We also offer coaching and training online, in person locally, as well as outdoor courses within the Peak District National Park.